So that means that your boyfriend should tell her that she should eat a dog? That means your boyfriend should say the N-word? I don't understand. It's the way people did that stupid chain, and then that was the end of their activism. Tell me why everyone in my school like supports Burj. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe, like the video if you like it, and comment down below what kind of videos you want to see from me, and also follow my socials. So basically, girls, I think we're gonna have to have a little talk about racism today, because this is a bit embarrassing at this point. Like, this is not gonna be like that video that I posted like in summer that almost all the girls in my school probably low-key don't like me. But anyways, it's not gonna be like that kind of video. It's not like a story. I'm just gonna like talk to y'all about racism and why we should not be racist and things of that nature. But I'm also at the same time, because I look a little ratchet if you cannot notice, and I'm gonna look ratcheter by the end of this video. I'm gonna be doing my twist for the night, so that's what I'm gonna be doing while talking to y'all, and I might have some music in the background. Yeah, so let's get into this video and talk about racism. Okay guys, so this is my hair. Messy, I know. I just put a little bit of water in it, so now I'm gonna try and detangle it. Is it gonna work? I cannot answer that question, but we'll see. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Black community first, because let's be honest, there's a lot of racism in the Black community, and I feel like we don't talk about it enough. Basically, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Black people are racist, okay? And a lot of people think that, oh, I'm Black so I can't be racist. That is not true. You can be racist, because there's a lot of racism in the Black community towards like Asian communities and like Hispanic communities. I don't think so. I personally have never like witnessed a Black person being racist to a Hispanic person, but there probably is. Let's be honest, there's racism in every community, and instead of trying to hide it, can we just fix it, please? Like, a lot of Black people will just think that, oh, because I saw this in this TV show that was in like the 2000s, 1990s, whatever, it's funny. So you know what, I'm gonna say this joke now, and it's like, it's actually not a joke, because let's be honest, was it not you guys that were fighting for equality? I say this as if it's not, as if I'm not part of this us, but anyways, like, you can't really be racist when you're fighting against racism, if that makes sense. Why though? Okay, you know what, this video is probably just going to be like discrimination. It started off as racism, but I'm gonna talk about discrimination. Let's be honest, straight Black men most of the time are homophobic. And you know what, I'm actually tired, because I've said this multiple times. I'm sorry if this offends you, but like, straight Black men are the weakest. Like, let's be honest. Like, you can't say Black Lives Matter and then 2 days turn around and start being homophobic. Like, it's actually disgusting, especially on TikTok. You always be seeing all these famous TikTokers being homophobic, and it's just like, you can't fight for equality and then be homophobic or discriminatory against another group of people who are basically going through the same thing as you. Like, obviously I know it's not the same. Like, when you first see a person, you don't see, oh, they're gay. Usually you see their skin color, but like, it's not every day that you need to be discriminatory. Like, it's actually it disgusts me, because it's so normalized in the community, and I'm just sitting there like, and then when you try and speak up against it, like, oh, are you lesbian or whatever, it's not a bad thing, but like, you know, the way they say it's like, oh, it's a bad thing. We're all here fighting for equality, and here you are like, not oppressing, but like being discriminatory against another group of people. And for what? Have you guys ever heard that TikTok sound? Is like, do I like Black people? I can't say that I do. I can't say that I do. And honestly, sometimes I feel like that, because it's just like, why? Like, why? Let's get to the whole thing that like made me want to do this video, okay? racism by association. Like, you can't tell me that your boyfriend is racist, your best friend is racist, your blah 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 is racist, and you'll still have like a good relationship with them after the fact. Like, it's actually quite disgusting, because the same people, they'll be like, oh no, I'm not racist, oh no, my boyfriend isn't racist, oh no, my best friend isn't racist. Like, you said the N-word how many times and then told an Asian person to go and eat a dog? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then the person who you know is like, no, he's not racist, it's just that she said something bad to him, and so that means that your boyfriend should tell her that she should eat a dog. That means your boyfriend should say the N-word. I don't understand. And then you now see other people now be defending the racist and the racist by association. Fail to understand that to be racist, that doesn't mean you have to beat up black people. That doesn't mean you have to kill people. Saying stupid things like saying the N-word in a song, okay, if I genuinely, you know when you can just tell that someone made a mistake and is actually sorry, yeah, but then you just see people like, and you can obviously tell that they do not care. Like, you will tell them, oh, don't say this, don't say the N-word, don't blah blah blah. And then they're like, okay. I'm just like, what do you mean okay? Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, my current school is like half white, 49% Asian, and then like 10th other, and Nigerians black people fall into that other category. It's just like, you can always tell, like, sometimes you have to like watch what you say, because it's like, if I come now and I say, oh, so and so said the N-word, you know, I'm not having this, blah 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 blah, it's not like, oh, I'm the angry black girl, I'm not patient, blah 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 blah, I just want these people to fail, I'm just being unnecessary, blah blah blah. I'm not trying to say anything, but it's like, when a white girl cries in class about something like so unnecessary, like something so useless, you'll just see the whole world crowding around them, and it's like they're seen as, oh, we understand your issue, blah blah blah. And a black person comes and says, oh, this person said the N-word, blah 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 blah, you know, I really have a problem with this, you know, it's not acceptable. And then they'll just be like, yeah, well, you know, people make mistakes and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, what do you mean people make mistakes? You're freaking 15 years old, 16 years old. If you don't know right from wrong by then, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're gonna fail in life, and I'm not even trying to be mean. Black people have to learn about all these things when they're like young, but for you to learn how to be a decent human being, oh, I was 15, I'm just a kid, blah 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 blah, it's always I'm just a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did that chain, okay? You know the chain I'm talking about, you know I'm talking about the 10 people chain, except for I didn't write 10 people, I just wrote like everyone, because I just felt like earlier this year I just felt like really looking for people's approval. So I'm like, if I don't post this thing, they'll not come and say something that I don't even know that you can say I'm racist because I am black. Like, I have the right to post this or not, but then I posted it anyways. You know, obviously I'm a black person, I don't need to explain myself. If it's about black people, you know, I don't need to explain myself to you, especially if you're not black. I do not need to explain myself. It's the way people did that stupid chain, and then that was the end of their activism. Do you know how many times, like, during quarantine that I called out the girls in my school, like, y'all pretend like, oh, I'm not here, like, I can't see your Instagram story about you going to vacation in Spain, meanwhile people are dying. And you know, because every day, almost every day, I post about everything. And I made a few TikToks. So you know that TikTok trend where it was like, oh, it was like, post as people in your school have said the N-word. And someone made like a positive version of that and was like, post as people in your school, non-black people in your school who have actively spoken up about racism and police brutality, yada yada yada. And so I decided that I was going to do, you know, something that could pertain to me, because obviously no one in my school really did anything about that. Like, only one person in like that whole 6 months or whatever actually reached out and was like, wow, okay, thank you, blah blah blah, like thank you for posting everything. So I posted a TikTok about that, and I was like, pose as the people in your school who actively speak about racism, yada yada yada. And then I was like, no one.
And it's serious. Bring the beat, life like Jorno. Young gang star, flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose.
That's how girls were commenting on my TikTok, saying no, that's not true, blah 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 blah. These girls, even after that, they did not post. I posted another one, but I don't think they paid attention. I don't think they definitely did not care, because they're all in their own little bubble, and they fail to realize that. And it's quite sad, because when they go into the real world, they're going to realize that the world does not revolve around them. I go to a private school. Most of the girls in my school are Tories. And if you're American or whatever and you don't understand British politics or whatever, Tories are the conservatives. So like that's like Republicans. That's like the British Republican Party. And the current Prime Minister is a Tory. Most of my school are Tories, and that's when I realized, why am I even surprised? Because Boris Johnson is a racist. And tell me why everyone in my school like supports Boris. Most white people support Boris Johnson. And you just know when people are undercover racist, when they support people like Boris and Trump. Okay, now I want to talk about like white leftists. You know, most of them are fine, but then there's just that. I don't know how to end this braid, but you know what, it's fine. Did I even put it correctly? No, it's fine. Leftists think that they're holier than thou. Like every day, is it read theory, read theory, read theory? Every day, TikTok leftists read theory, read theory, read theory. I'm like, I'm black. I don't need a freaking book to tell me what is racist and what is not, blah blah blah. And it can be informative, like if you want to learn stuff about like communism and yada yada yada. We're talking about racism. This was a black person, and then this person was like, oh, did you read the theory on it or whatever? And I was just like, the person is black. If they don't need to read a book about racism to let them know what racism is. And it's like, some people are out of their minds. You know damn well no person of color is coming to say that they want to do a revolution. Like, let's be realistic, a revolution is not going to happen while we are alive. When this whole corona thing started, let me tell you, so we were in the form room, right? And I was just sitting down there, you know, and there's some Chinese girls in my form, so they were just sitting down minding their business and whatnot. Here enter these 3 girls, or however many girls shot. One of the girls comes in, like opens the door, slams the door wide open, and is like, oh, like this is when coronavirus was just starting, like nobody really knew what it was about. Some girl just comes in and says,
if anybody is even a quarter Chinese, stay away from me.
I looked and I said, what? Very ready to leave the UK. Like, I know the US isn't any better. I'm tired of this whole, because a lot of girls in my school, they have a very privileged mentality and they don't think outside of themselves. Like, it's quite sad. So like basically this whole thing about like white people using AAVE, it kind of confuses me, because like personally I don't see like an actual problem with white people saying like using AAVE. It's just the fact that they overuse it and they don't even use it correctly. Like they're saying yes period queen sis, spill the tea, oh my gosh, my boots, I'm quaking in my boots, my wig, kill my wig. And I'm like, are y'all okay? I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't really have any more topics to talk about, so you know what, I'm just gonna make this the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching me quietly do my nighttime hairstyle. I don't know why I'm taking this long on it, but like I don't know, because usually when I wake up I'm just gonna like brush this out probably, because it's not gonna come out pretty, but apparently this is good for the hair to like protect it and whatnot, so I'm gonna do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like the video, comment, subscribe, and follow my socials, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.